Welcome and good morning, Gina and friends. Today we have Dawn Novy, our Director of
Woo-hoo.
Culture. And what a treat. She shared the virtue of joyfulness.
Mm. Joyfulness is an inner wellspring of peace and happiness. It is beyond ordinary happiness because it is not occasional emotional reaction to luck or circumstance. It is deep sense of well-being that fills us with delight and hope. We appreciate the gift of life and savor its richness. We enjoy simple pleasures. We find humor in things. We allow joy to carry us through the painful times. We take ourselves lightly and remember to play. Joy comes when we are being true to a soulful purpose. It gives us abiding purpose. It gives us an abiding sense that all is well.
So, Dawn, why did you choose the virtue?
Well, interestingly enough, Rachel was out trying to get people to sign up, and she said, "What do you think about joyfulness?" But I think that there's a divine piece there because I don't know if I would have chose it. I have other virtues that I love that I feel like I have something poignant to say, but it's interesting how you kind of get assigned. She didn't assign me the time. You
Okay.
know, there was
Okay.
something that assigned
Okay.
us. And so it made me focus on that. And I appreciated it because it made me think about gratitude and my practice of gratitude. And I learned that through a mentor a long time ago
Mhm.
to be intentional about employing gratitude, especially when you need to turn something around emotionally. And it's saved me.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Now, on my end, I used to flip flop between happiness and joyfulness.
Mm.
And so when she said joyfulness was the virtue for Monday, I tried to take a moment and go, well, how do I feel about that? And kind of read a little bit about it where happiness is mostly external, things that make you happy. You know, your books, your car, your house, your plants. But joyful goes deeper, like Dawn said in her share, it goes deeper than that. And I thought, well, what in my life brought joyfulness and giving birth to my children, which was very painful. A lot of anxiety, just it was just very anxious, very stressful, just very hard, you know. But then it just the result was the joy that it brought, and it made you like forget the whole painful journey. And it really does transcend circumstances like that. And there was a something in the reading that said that it basically even through pain, you can find joyfulness. And I thought, wow, that's a great thing that in my personal life I kind of pulled and said, that will always connect me to joyfulness.
Yeah.
Because you go through this journey and not, you know what's going to come out, right? And just the result, and just like, to me, joyfulness makes you cry, like oftentimes when I pray or I'm at church, there's always something that like just comes through me, like, and it makes me
I'm waterworks in
tearful.
church. I
Yeah,
really
it
am.
makes me so tearful because it like overwhelms me.
Mhm.
And I think joyfulness is that way. It overwhelms you. So I really loved it. And what a way to start our week.
I love it. I think if I were to end the thought on joy just for the morning, what's amazing to me is that when you think about making the choice to be joyful, it's radical defiance. And when I think about radical defiance, I think about physical pain, I think about emotional pain, I think about Black people in the South praising God in their churches while there was evil happening around them and in their churches. I think about Native American people being infiltrated by colonizers and still keeping up their practices and their praise. I think about mothers who are birthing children and raising them, the pain of raising
Oh
them.
my God.
And then, maybe the joy of them growing isn't necessarily a choice. Maybe it comes natural to you.
Yeah.
But when you think about what that joy can do to
Yeah.
get what it can get you through, I think about all kinds of radical ways that we naturally do rely on joy. And when I think about it as a radical defiance, that's the choice. That's joy as a tool. And that's what makes me just love it more than I
Yeah.
ever thought that I did.
Yeah.
One of the things that I feel like we're talking a lot about lately is, I think you used to hear about emotionally avoidant when you're talking about romantic relationships.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing it differently. We're in an emotionally avoidant society right now.
Yes.
And that's why I talk a lot about, like, I love the people who want to be positive. I love that. Don't get me wrong. I feel like when we're like, just be positive, we're telling people to not be their real selves, to
Yeah.
not feel their feelings.
Yeah.
And we have to always say your feelings are valid. You can have those feelings. Just don't let them take over you.
Yeah.
And if you need help, because joy isn't
Yeah.
as natural to some of us,
That's right.
here's the tool. Right?
That's
It just
right.
keeps
That's
it just
right.
keeps going like this. And so it's a very validating place to be, because these are things I have to practice
right.
myself.
That's right. I think this year it has gone by so fast. I mean, we're going to be in June. And I think I'm learning more about myself in 2026 than I ever have.
Wow.
Because I've opened myself up to not, to being sometimes okay. It's okay to be sometimes okay. You know? And and it's okay when people realize that, hey, you've been quiet, or you don't seem yourself, right? And it's okay not, it's okay to say, yes, I'm I'm going through some stuff right now with my mind. I'm trying to sort it out.
Yeah.
And I try not to say I'll be fine,
Yeah.
Right, because that really comes from the nurturing parent,
Mhm.
because in some aspect you feel responsible for how other people feel. And if you're not the one saying, I'm great, I'm good, I got
That's
this,
right.
and by the way, I can hold whatever you have on my back
That's right.
too, that's exhausting.
That's right.
Right? It's a rescuer's heart. And so
Yeah.
it comes from a good place. But when you get to that, like, door where you're like, I really don't have to do that, and I'll still have the respect of people, and maybe I'll have even more respect from them,
Yeah.
it's quite liberating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm getting there.
Yeah. Me too, Gina. Me too.
Well, I
I'm not-
loved the honors and recognitions too today
I know.
that happened. Being bright, doing
Yeah.
it right. I love that.
Yeah, and it was Sydney Templeton with the travel, a team member travel program. And of course, Cleet, one of our newest, McCullum. And yeah, accounting, as you and I know, holy cow, reconciling receipts. He is a hero.
Yeah. Expense reports
Yeah.
blow my mind.
Yeah.
These guys, like, all day long are running numbers.
I need to go clean. It was nice to be able to recognize him, so I think he
Yeah, because of what accounting being in the background,
that's right.
we're not seeing them recognized out front and center
That's
a lot.
right.
It's powerful.
It is.
Even though they, as a team, they might not have
Yeah.
reacted to that.
Yeah.
There's a piece of hope in that, because I think it might be easy to get caught up in their jobs and think like
That's
this
right.
isn't a recognizable job, not a
No,
bankable
exactly.
job, right? They probably have to deliver bad news more
That's
than
right.
good news.
Yeah.
But the power of, again, we know this, giving strokes and giving
That's
them often and being purposeful in saying the good things and what we appreciate for others. Yeah, it's a positive domino effect, a ripple.
Okay, so the Hive Foundation, we had a busy week, didn't we, Erin?
Yeah, it was cool.
In the beginning, we had 2 sessions of Dune Defender with Bethany Edwards and the Dune Defenders at the Hampton Inn, Pensacola Beach. And there were kids that came by, first graders and third graders.
Yep.
Oh,
And she said they enjoyed it. And welcome back to Sierra, one of our interns. Yes, she was a big part of prepping for that.
She did a great job.
Yeah, she did.
Thanks, Sierra.
Yeah. And then on Thursday was the Independence for the Blind open house. And there were who's who in Pensacola. Thank you, Raven. She's always out there and just basically doing a tour of the Independence for the Blind. She's got lots of plans, and the Hive Foundation is excited to be able to support the future for Independence for the Blind. And then to honor his mother, Chuck Presti, donate a beautiful artwork of he and his mother to the Independence for the Blind. So that, thank you, Chuck, one of our local artists and a board member for the Equity Project Alliance. So that is a blessing for sure.
Yeah.
And to end our week, we celebrated Project Search.
Yay.
Oh my goodness. I think it'll be the 10th year of us collaborating with them on Pensacola Beach. And I heard that it'll be the 20th year that Project Search has been in action. So
moving. Such
yes,
a moving.
very much so. And so congratulations to the graduates.
Yeah.
And again, congratulations to Lisa Armstead, who is there and, nurturing our interns during the school year. Shout out to Rhiannon for being one of, in fact, she was the guest speaker for Project Search, and WEAR did the coverage. So thank you to WEAR. So I think that wraps it up for that week. And
That's a lot.
that's a lot. And this week,
We're going forth with
Yeah.
joyfulness.
that's right, for sure. And we'll this coming Saturday is Parent University, so that'll be very emotional, I think. So, and we'll take a break for the summer. So, yeah,
Beautiful.
lots of stuff. So, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
Dawn.
you.
Oh
Thank
my
you for
goodness,
having
what a
me.
treat. Yes. So everyone practice joyfulness, see how it moves in your life, and just let it be. I think that's
Use it.
Yeah, use it. So
In radical defiance.
that's it. That's it. So have a wonderful week and see you next time. Aloha.